Hey, gun people. I can't stop. I was going like, all right, don't start laughing. Just talk a little bit more. Okay, Rambos. Um, Look, this is actually some decent training techniques, but the guy is doing it wrong. Somebody has told him to do this, and they haven't explained what he should be doing in order to learn a good lesson. Remember, practice doesn't make perfect. If you practice wrong, you just get real good at doing it the wrong way. This guy is practicing wrong. So no matter how much he practices, he's only going to get good at doing it the wrong way. Perfect practice makes perfect. Not practice makes perfect. Because there's a lot of people practicing the wrong stuff, like this guy. So, yo, man, I'm not laughing at this guy. I'm laughing. I'm laughing with him. All right, so let's kind of walk through this. Okay, that is a technique that I taught. I had cops do it. It's called an immediate close-in encounter. Guy goes for a gun. He's close to you. He reaches for your gun. You're close in to a person can actually reach your gun and grab it. You push him off and you fire. A lot of people don't like to reach in front. If they've never done this, they don't know to get their hand back. Now, he does all this little dancing and fancy stuff before he does it, and that's kind of unnecessary. He's raising his legs, rubbing his hands, he's breathing, he's looking around. So all these things, he's developing muscle memory. He's also using one hand. This drill, when he draws, it should be one hand here, and as soon as he gets distance, he should be going to a more stable, more accurate two-handed stance while he's going backwards. Instead, he's pointing his gun in the air, he's being cool Rambo, he's doing his finger, he's holding his gun back, he's running all back kind of crazy different areas, looking the other way. You don't want to look away from a target. You don't want to crouch. He's trying to do tactical here. Notice how he's got the gun in here because it looks cool. It's tactical cool. He's probably learned this from watching a whole bunch of videos like the ASP guy. He's watched a bunch of videos, so he's an expert. This guy's watched a bunch of videos, so now he's an expert. So he's learned that if you hold it by your chest, it looks cool. Look, you're this far out. Decrease the distance of your threat. Get your gun on the thread. Extend your arms. Get a good two-handed grip. Be ready to re-engage and return fire. Don't be out there dancing and doing the cool thing. Another thing he's doing is he's not looking down when he's holsters. A lot of people will always say, shouldn't look at your holster. You look at your holster, you should know where your holster's at. You shouldn't. Look, if you're holstering, there should be no threat. There's no reason not to look at it. There's no reason to try and shoot yourself in the leg or the gut because you missed the holster and you accidentally hit the trigger on one of the 14 safety releases that they put on holsters now, and the gun goes off because you're trying to be cool because somebody told you it's not cool to look at your holster when you holster. Look at your damn holster. You're putting your gun in there. Look where it's going. If there's a threat and you can't look away, then you shouldn't be putting your gun away. Wah, wah, wah. Notice the one-handed grip, the canted grip, the walking back. So he starts out tactical like there's a threat, and he runs and he gets rounds off, but yet he stays in a two-handed. He creates distance. There's no reason to be in a one-handed. He should be in a two-handed supported good stance where he can do it. Maybe putting one to the head if the threat's still up. He could have put two here and then go for the headshot. He's just training really bad. He's keeping this hand away because nobody's telling him, hey, pick up that second hand. Get in a good two-handed support. You're not even hitting. I mean, like I said, cops hit 13% of the time. That's when they're using two hands. What do you think their percentage is using one hand? Maybe 1/2 of 1%. So get a second hand on your gun anytime you can. In close quarters, if you're pushing with one hand, you can't get your hand on the gun. It's taught to get the 1 or 2 rounds while you're creating distance and then go to two-handed. Don't be walking sideways and pointing a gun and looking cool. Wah, wah, wah. So let me ask you a question. What would have happened? Because he's practicing this. He's going to do it in real life. What would happen if right here he needed to shoot? Who sees a problem with this training? Now, see, somebody who's watched a lot of videos said, well, I know the guy with the green screen told me to always keep my gun pointed down range. So I was just doing what he told me. And he's an expert. Well, that's because you're an idiot. Because if you get your gun this close, you have to fire, you're going to eat it in the chin or you're going to panic. There's no reason to have your gun like this. Your elbow should be out. You should have a two-handed grip. You shouldn't be reapproaching unless the guy's on the ground. You should keep distance. If you are approaching, then your gun don't need to be next between your face shooting him. Just a lot of bad things that I see here. And, I mean, it's kind of funny because the guy's he's just being too cool. Okay, everybody see that? That little, called a press check. Cops used to do that as a big thing. Pull their gun, then right before you enter a building, you pull the gun back. And I press checked a little bit on a SWAT team. We caught it. We knew we were going in. We're likely to know that we're going to use force. It's just a little reinforcement that you know there's a round in the chamber. But you know what? I always had a round in my chamber. If I had to draw my gun on the street, I didn't have time to check to see if there was a round. I knew when I put my gun on, there was a round. If I was going to check it, I would check it when I put it in the holster the first of the shift. And I know it didn't come out, so there's a round in the chamber. But some people, because SWAT used to do that, and it got cool to do a press check and to always reassure, and the safety sallies were around saying, you can never be too sure, and you should always double check, and you can triple check, and you should always make sure, and you just never know. And all right, whatever. Well, now this guy saw this, watched a few videos, and now he thinks he needs a press check. Let me ask you something. If you don't know there's a round in the chamber, what the hell are you doing pointing your gun, walking in on the guy? Well, Rick, maybe as he got closer, he decided to check. Well, that's because he's graduated from the ass Walmart school. Press check. Okay, cool. Man, that's cool. I'll check my gun. I'm going to walk away, create a whole bunch of distance. Look at all this distance now. Wah, wah, wah. Woo, woo. One hand. Why are you shooting at one hand when your other hand is doing nothing? Never shoot one-handed unless you have to. So I don't know what the hell that was, whether he came back up for a he's immediately reaching up and he's forming muscle memory here. He's reaching up, and I don't know if the slide's back or he's checking or he's trying to figure, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Now he's going in a circle. He's doing a Ray Charles escape. I don't know which way I'll run into this wall. I'll just do this. I'll run this way. I think he hurt his hand or cut his hand. He's looking at it. And he holsters without looking. Ooh, he's really good. They taught us that in tactical school. Don't look at your holster. He's doing really good, Rick. Why are you picking on him? I'm not picking on him. I'm trying to educate you dummies. Ah, did you see that? He did it right. This is good cant, hands at the chest. This is what I taught when you're close. But there's no reason. He could go to a two-handed grip right here. You do this when you're in arm's reach so the guy doesn't grab your gun. You get him off you and you don't put your hand in front of the barrel. So when you're in front of the guy and you're in grabbing distance, this is the right stance. He's doing it at 5 or 10 feet. No reason. However, he does go to a two-handed, which is good. What he should be doing every time he has distance. Notice the magazine flip. I was taught that. I saw a couple of videos they did that, and it looked cool. So now I do it, and it flips the mag out. Look, it's an extra step. It's not needed. Sometimes it's just picked up out of habit. Did it once or twice. Sometimes a magazine gets stuck if you have tight mags, and maybe he learned from having a gun that didn't drop the mag to do that. Not real critical because he's still reaching for his mag and he's going. I just think there's a lot of tactical cool stuff going on that not necessarily is tactically effective or efficient. Turning sideways, running, loading the mag, not looking at the threat. The problem is you should look where your gun's pointed, and having a gun pointed in the air does you no damn good. If the guy shoots at you right now, you've got to come back on target. Got the gun in the air. Starsky Hutch, TJ Hooker. He's watched a lot of videos. Makes him an expert. Ask, asp. Say that 3 times. Double-handed grip. Walking in. A lot of breathing. Man, he's really scared of this guy. I think he doesn't like him just because he's black, but he just seems scared of this guy. One-handed, upside down, and running. But Rick, if you're running that, mate, you don't want to train this way. You're going to do this instinctively if you're in an pucker moment. But to train that way, you should have a two-handed grip. You should be backstepping. If you have a one-handed grip, at least do some sort of tactical retreat. But is that the end of the world? Not really. Uh-oh. Is that magazine on the ground? Didn't that ass dude make a video saying that if he drops a mag, he throws it away? He never drops a mag. He doesn't carry a mag because he's watched a lot of videos. I know I'm picking on ass, but this guy, I swear, as soon as I saw this, I said, dude, he's got to be a big ass watcher and graduated from his school. Did you see that blow? Now that's some really tactical cool. Watch this blow. Ooh, doggies. He got the cool factor. So he pushes him once just to piss him off. That was provoking. That target ought to file a racial discrimination suit on him. There's that flip. There's that confusion. There's the Ray Charles escape. I'm going 14 directions. I don't know where. I'm not looking for cover. I'm just running around in circles. All right. You see that double tap on a magazine? Why'd he do that? Watch this. See that double tap? Why'd he do that? Because he's into the cool factor. He's doing things, and he's created muscle memory that he doesn't even know he's done, and he's learning bad habits. Now, I'll give him one thing. At least he's out there training. He's trying. He's putting rounds down range. He's handling his gun. He's learning how to drop his mag. He's learning how to operate his gun. All those things are good, but there's a lot of things that aren't so good. You notice his hand was behind his neck this time. I'm not sure where they're teaching that, but okay. Maybe that's for his medical claim later. My neck. I hurt my neck when I was training. I need some days off. Okay, the big kick. Not sure why you're kicking. He looks like he's scared. He thinks the target's attacking him right now. I had to shoot it. It would attack me after I kicked it. I'm not sure who's running this camera, but I'd be nervous. Did you see the way he's carrying that gun? He's slanting it. You slant the gun this way inside to give you strength. A slight cant on the gun will give you strength when you're shooting one-handed. Where the hell is he? You never cant the gun this way out. That gives you no strength and no nothing. Got a lot of cool factor, but it absolutely does nothing for your accuracy or training. This hand should be extended, locked, either canted in, or you should have a two-handed grip. But he looks cool. Man, he should have a cape on, like a Spidey cape or something. Make it training look better. Two-handed grip, and he goes from a two-handed grip to a one-hand unsupported when he's 20 feet from the target. Why? Because he's doing cool things instead of doing effective and training and reinforcing good muscle memory. He's enforcing tactical cool memory. Shooting underneath, upside down. Ooh, that was cool. Man, that was a good shot. He didn't hit nothing. He hit the refrigerator down the street 3 houses over, but it looked cool. This is the fetal position. Got beat when he was a kid. Mom didn't love him, so he went into that. All right. Shooting from the ground. I'm okay with shooting from the ground. Shooting from different positions. Land on your back. Sideways. I'm okay with that. Not sure why he racked around there. He's spinning. Man, how many mags this guy got? Damn, that dude ass be losing his mind right now. He just went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He just lost like 8 mags that he can never use again. Because he said if he drops his mag, he throws them away. He never uses them again. Because that's what the videos have taught him. All right. Good, bad, and different. Look, I showed you things that I think are inappropriate, not needed. He's enforcing bad muscle memory. I call this negative training. A lot of people do negative training because they don't know. They don't have somebody there telling them, hey, this is going to cause problems in an incident later. Just like the CHP putting their brass in their pockets so they don't dirty the range. Nobody wanted to say that's going to slow us down and cause problems if we ever get an actual shooting. But nobody wanted to say it. So when they got an actual shooting and they got killed, then they changed their policy. Okay? I'm pretty sure this is in section training. I'm pretty sure this guy isn't a firearms instructor. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a professional instructor telling him to do the things he's doing. He's just going on the fly. And he's practicing. And practicing does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And we'll end that there.